Succinct way to put it that you believe in segregation of the races?
No, segregation is that which is, Mr. Muhammad says that segregation is that which is forced upon inferiors by superiors. Separation is done voluntarily by two equals. You never refer to the Oriental community in which Orientals live exclusively as a segregated community because they live there voluntarily. Everything there is controlled by them. The economy, the politics, the civic organizations, but the Negro community is referred to as a segregated community because Negroes are forced to live in that community contrary to their will, and they don't control the businesses of their community. They don't control the politics of their community, nor their social life.
Hello. Thank you for joining us today. I am your host, Lizzabitty. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, but not necessarily in that order. So, today's video, okay? But before we get into that, please remember to check out the video, Black Boys documentary. It's about an hour and a half long, but it's very, very good. I would suggest you to go and watch that documentary, okay? And you will see a lot of my reasonings for doing what I'm doing, okay? As well as others that are in the diaspora. Okay, so today's topic, discovering businesses and organizations that make sense on Mother Alkebulan. Wow, that is a very broad topic, isn't it? How is one to navigate such? Let me say this. As I mentioned previously, I believe in Repat series number 4, or maybe 5. Do not let anyone who has never set foot on the continent deter you from what you plan to do. I'll say that again. Do not allow anyone who has never walked the path and traced their feet on the grounds of sacred Mother Alkebulan tell you how to move. It's as simple as that, okay? So as you begin to look at navigating this plan, you've written down things, what makes sense, what doesn't in terms of you and your family, how you intend to do this, what you're going to consolidate in your own home, etc., etc., etc. You have to think about how you're going to live, okay? How you're going to generate income for yourself as well as those within the local community. Because we don't want you to fail. I want you to succeed. I want to succeed. So, I'll say this. There are certain industries, I don't care where you are, they are never going to run out of customers. There will always be demand. Now, how you tap into that demand is something that you will have to build a strategy for. But let's see what some of those industries may be. Agriculture. It is no secret that some of the best and fertile lands are on Mother Alkebulan. It's a known fact worldwide, okay? She grows everything. You will never have a shortage of customers in agriculture. Now, deciding which crop you're going to cultivate and harvest, that's up to you and your location. You know, what grows best here, what grows best there, based on temperature, climate, all of these things. So that's one. So another one, okay? Construction. There is always going to be some form of construction, whether it is horizontal or vertical. Construction is going to always be going on. Now, in saying that, think of the construction in the area that you're going to repat to, because you may repat to an area that's not heavy, let's say, into vertical. They may just right now be into horizontal. So again, you're going to scope out, check it out, see what's going on and what makes viable sense for you and your family to start. Okay? Just off the top of my head, so another industry, agro processing. Well, you may say, what is agro processing? Agro processing is basically the value chain of harvested crops from agricultural farming. So what do I mean by that? I'm going to use a simple example for you. Juice. Fresh fruit juices come from an array of fruits that are farmed, harvested, cultivated, all this good stuff. So those that are used, let's say apple juice, okay? The processing plants to get those into manufacturing and into containers and out to sell, that business is never going to stop. Now, I am here with you understanding that manufacturing is not a cheap endeavor. Remember earlier we talked about collaboration. Let's work on group economics, work on collectivism, and let's get this thing done. Okay? Let's get this thing done, because you're never gonna have enough manufacturing plants for a multitude of reasons. Ketchup, juices, okay, pasta, seasonings, all right, dried fruit, like dried fruit chips, those kinds of things. So something to think about. Education. Education is never going to go out of business. How we attack it may become unique or different from what you are normally used to, i.e. one-on-one contact, face-to-face. Whereas now, due to the 2020 pandemic, most of your universities and colleges were online anyway, and now it has just exploded. So yes, these schools are going to use up more bandwidth for internet and all of that. And see, there's an uncharted market there as well, helping these schools increase their bandwidth for internet services to aid distance learning. So what I want you to do, as you begin to make your way, is I'm always talking about writing things down. Write down industries that you know are never going to end. Never. Okay? Those industries may never end. So there's opportunity for you. There's opportunity for your family, opportunity for growth, opportunity for collectivism. Okay? So I say to you, be open-minded, be resilient, because we are a resilient people. We have survived some of the worst atrocities known to mankind, and yet still we're here. We are here. So what I want you to do is just be realistic about everything. So as you're doing that, set yourself up for success. Be all of the change that you want to see in your local community. Okay? And thank you for joining me today. I am your host, Lizzabitty. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. but not necessarily in that order.